The Lakers playing their best basketball of the season, and what a night for LeBron James. He passes Wilt Chamberlain, number 5, on the all-time scoring list. He says, give me that basketball.
I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe that this is happening.
No, it started off so well. LeBron was missing free throws. There were losses, 3 straight losses at the start. Now it's a 4-game winning streak. Poppy's having trouble sleeping.
It's a long season, Poppy. They could still blow up.
My worst nightmare. I can see the guy against in the finals. I can't believe this.
LA, we've been waiting for this. We've been waiting for LeBron to take control. We've been waiting for LeBron to play defense. Did you see his block on Nick Stauskas, and then he went down and did a 360? We've been waiting for him to empower the other players. We waited for him to be LeBron.
LeBron James, when he wants to, can activate that switch.
But if you're into optimism, that team has played well offensively, and Tyson Chandler seems to make a difference defensively. This can be a good team. I think it's going to become one. I think you shouldn't be thinking that LeBron won't make the playoffs. LeBron makes the playoffs.
I got one of them cards. I got statistics on it. You ready?
Oh,
this is actually some pretty important stuff here. The Lakers are 23rd in the league in defensive efficiency before Tyson Chandler came. Since then, 4th. They were 23rd in the league in opponent field goal percentage. Since then, 3rd in the league. No. They're a worse offensive team with Tyson Chandler, but they are 10 points per 100 possessions, just about better with Tyson Chandler on the floor versus him off the floor at this point. This is a thing. This helps make them a lot better because the margins in the NBA are often as thin as adding a dude in his 17th or 18th year.
LeBron James makes every team that he plays on better. He tinkers with every team, and often, not always, but often, that team gets better. What I would tell you is significant is this. Before LeBron James got to the Lakers, I believe they had lost 16 straight games to Portland. And in the opener, this year, they lost to Portland. But beating them 2 in a row, Mike, that actually is significant because it adds to the mythology of LeBron James. What I think is at work here now is LeBron James being the tide that raises the boats on that team.
LeBron's figured it out, and I hate to say this because it makes it sound like I take LeBron for granted, but what he did last night, turning into a basketball supernova that destroys civilization, that's just what LeBron James does. He will continue to do that. The question is, have the guys around him figured it out, right? Tyson Chandler has been great. JaVale McGee is looking like the pickup of the season, and last night, KCP and Lonzo were hitting threes. If all of those guys play well and they have average defense, then they can make some noise in the West.
Having said that, Bill Plaschke, come forward for a second. Lakers better than you thought they'd be at this point in the season right now?
Absolutely. I thought they'd be a 6 seed. I think they're a top 3 seed at this point. If they play the way they're playing, with LeBron there, I think they're a top 3 seed.
At the beginning of the year, I said that they would win 50, and you laughed at me, and I backed away. I'm not sure I won't get the last laugh here. I'm not sure. LeBron James is only playing 35 minutes a game, and he's got great numbers. Again, he makes teams better, and in the West, when you say those teams are going to get better, a lot of them have receded a little bit. If LeBron James can carry young players who admire him so that they give maximum effort, they could show up around 48 to 50, don't you think?
Plus, we've been waiting to see some of the history that LeBron brings with him. He passed Wilt Chamberlain. I bet he ends up passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar while he plays for the Lakers.
But this is what LeBron can do, and it is not inconsequential. When we look at this list, right, it's funny that he is passing by these names and we celebrate it, blah, 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 but by the end of this, we all know that he's going to be the guy with all the records. And so the question for the Laker fans out there, if you have doubts about it, is do you want to be a stockholder early or do you want to be a stockholder late? And maybe the counter argument is all of these people are unhinged and irrational and they don't care.
That is the argument I've been trying to give you since the very beginning when you have tried to reason with the Kobe stand.
But if I don't have that, if LeBron James cannot convince these people, Bo, we're in a bad place as a
Guess what, Pablo? Open up the newspaper, turn it to the sports section. We're in a bad place. How are you so late to recognize this?